Hey, good morning guys, Rick here. Today we're going to make some compost tea. So for 2016, added one more ingredient to it. But formula's still pretty much the same. So what I am doing is I have a 5-gallon bucket paint strainer. Mixing this outside, no reason to, it's just something that I do. 5-gallon strainer, and then I have my ingredients lined up here on my trailer. And here is my cups. I only really use two of them. The 1 cup and the half cup. Yeah, that one there. So those are the only two that I'll really need. But what I'll be putting in is half a cup of kelp meal, half a cup of seabird guano, half a cup of bat guano, 3 cups of worm castings, half a cup of blood meal, half a cup of bone meal, and half a cup of azomite. So, and then I will get this stuff all mixed up into my strainer. Oh, I forgot one thing. New ingredient, rabbit manure. I'll be putting in 2 or 3 cups of that. There's no scientific measurements for that. So with rabbit manure being a cold manure, really, I mean, I can load the thing up if I wanted to. Have so much of it, I'll just throw in a few cups and go with it from there. And then after I get it all put into my strainer, I'll take it inside to my water that I have bubbling, and then I'll use unsulfured molasses to feed the plants there. So let me get this stuff mixed up. I'm gonna put the camera down for just a moment, and I will be back, and we shall go forward from there. All right, be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. All ingredients is mixed into this bucket here. So what I'm gonna do is pull the liner off of that. Let me just a second. Pull the liner off, and we shall take this on to my bubbling. So this is water that I have bubbling. It's been bubbling pretty much all day, but I always have some kind of water bubbling. So if you're filling it from the tap, you need to let it run for about 2 hours with your aerator. So I have a stone, and then I have one that's made specifically for a 5-gallon bucket down there. So get off of there. So I will take this. So that's everything that I mixed in there. I will drop it on down into there. Might have got a little bit too much water in. Let it sink on down. And then when I get it down in there, I will use my clips or clip to keep it off of the bottom right there. And at that point, I will reach my hand down in there. Hang on, I need to pull my sleeve up just a minute. Okay. I will reach my hand down. Okay, come on, phone. Quit playing. I got this wallet case on it. It kind of gets in the way sometimes. I might have to take it off when I start the video. All right, reach your hand down in there. Give it a couple good squeezes. All right, that's not bad right there. And then, yeah, I gotta let too much water in. That'll be all right. Because what's gonna happen in a day or two is gonna start foaming up, and it's probably gonna start spilling over. But no big deal. That's why I have it in the garage. So at this point, take your unsulfured molasses and give it a good drink. Okay. Let me get the top off of here. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what the measurements are for this. If I was to guess, I'd probably say a cup and a half, maybe. I don't know. I never have measured my molasses. I only measured what I put in because molasses is so cheap. And you can't overdo it, as far as I know anyway. You can't overdo it as far as feeding the bacteria that splits from all the stuff that goes on with the manures and things that I put into there. So, all right, guys, I will be back in 24 to 48 hours. I think I normally let this run 2 days, 48 hours, and I just keep feeding it. So actually, I got to go back and look at my old videos. I don't remember. I just continue. I always make it, but I'm trying to do this video, and I want to keep it consistent. So, yeah, my ideal is 48 hours, anywhere from 36 to 48 hours. But when I do it in the morning, I'll normally come back not the next morning, but the morning after, and take it out there to my garden. So we'll just shoot for 48 hours, and I'll adjust accordingly after I check out my videos. All right, guys, I'll be back, and when everything's all done, and we'll get this stuff sprayed on out there. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, so here we are 24 hours later. Got a little bit of froth going on in there, and what I like to do most of the time is give it just another shot of unsulfured molasses, not too much. So man, let me get the top off of this joker. Yeah, I'm on. There we go. All right, so I'll just give it another shot. That should be about enough there. And then tomorrow morning is when I'm gonna actually go spray my plants. So we've been getting some crazy rain here and high winds. So I've been having to do some garden repair. And I'll come on down here and give it a quick squeeze again. So yeah, stuff's getting on down there pretty good. All right, and that's pretty much it. So tomorrow stuff's gonna be really frothy, so it's kind of hit or miss. Last batch I made, it was actually pouring out of the bucket 24 hours later, so this one was frothy, but not as much. So I have no idea why it has different times it does that. So anyway, I'll be back in 48 or 24 more hours, so this will be a 48-hour run, and then we'll go out to the garden and spray. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so here we are 48 hours later. The tea is done. So pretty frothy. This is good stuff right there. So at this point, all I'm going to do is unplug my aerators. And let me pull this stuff out and kind of show you. So just all the gunk, and it ends up on it. I'll wash all that stuff off when I get the buckets empty. So, and then I take the bucket outside and I fill up my, oh my goodness, I already pre-set up my sprayer. I take another one of the mesh bags, the 5-gallon mesh bags, just like the one I put the ingredients in. I also put it inside of my sprayer to filter out anything that's either leached out or was already in the bucket. So, because these things get clogged up really easy. So I'm gonna put the camera down for a moment and fill my bucket up, and we'll start it back and we'll go in the backyard and spray. So, all right, hang on just a minute. All right, bucket's all full, or the sprayer's all full. Still have, you only used about half the bucket. Well, I guess a little bit over half. I haven't pulled the compost out yet. So, and what I'll end up doing is top dressing some of my plants with that stuff there. But it smells really earthy. It's a really awesome smell. That's kind of when you know that you've done a good job with making it. So that's the other net there, and I will just leave it hanging here on my trailer for the moment, and we will put the top on the sprayer, give it a good pump till we are all sealed up. So I know I need to get a backpack sprayer. I've just been super lazy about it because I don't spray all the time. So and these were really inexpensive. So lock on in there. All right, and that should do it right there. So let me check. Yep, got a good stream. All right, guys, we're gonna head to the backyard. So I'm gonna pause the video while I'm getting back there, and we'll start back up. All right, guys, here in the backyard, everything gets sprayed. So this is just a cellular spray of Compost Tea, and I like to get it really early in the morning so it can really settle in. And the plants do absolutely amazing with this stuff here. So ideally, I like to do it every other week or so. But once a month is actually suffice on that end there. So spraying the Brussels. It's been a really great year as far as the lack of bugs. Well, even though they're out here, I mean, I got a few bug holes, but nothing really major. And I credit that to BT and neem oil, and also the Compost Tea puts like a really thin layer of something bugs just don't like. So I think that combination really helps out greatly on that there. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, and just wanted to show you how I make it and what I do to come out and spray my plants. With this, it can actually get absorbed through the leaves of all the plants, so you don't really have to focus underneath like with BT and neem oil and all that. So yeah, just give it a good dose and just keep on moving on. So all right, guys, that's that video. So I'm gonna spray the rest of the plants here, and hopefully continue to have a beautiful garden. So all right, thanks for watching. That's Sir Dudley right there. Mr. Happy. And we'll see you guys next video. All right, bye.